Namaste and welcome. Have you ever wondered where are the places in India that you read about in the Srimad Bhagavatam and other texts? Here are 9 of those mentioned in Krishna's and Lord Chaitanya's pastimes. We begin though with Delhi as a pinpoint for distances. Delhi has an ancient history. Hastinapur, the city of elephants, and Indraprastha, the city of Indra, were the 2 capital cities of the ancient Kuru kingdom. Hastinapur, on the banks of the Ganges, was the older imperial centre of the Kuru dynasty. It exists today as a town with about 60,000 people. After separation from the Kauravas, the Pandavas cleared uninhabited land nearby and built a spectacular city called Indraprastha. It is on the banks of the Jamuna River. Indraprastha is the city called Delhi today and currently has over 20 million people. Now we will look at 9 locations from Krishna's and Lord Chaitanya's pastimes. 1. Vrindavan. Krishna took birth in Kamsa's prison in Mathura and was taken to Gokula, where Yasoda and Nanda Maharaj lived. However, because demons such as Putana and Trinavat came there to kill baby Krishna, the whole village moved to Vrindavan, which was about 10 kilometers away. Krishna lived in Vrindavan for approximately 11 years with his sweet childhood pastimes. Vrindavan is about 150 kilometers from Delhi. 2. Mathura. When Krishna was 11 years old, he travelled to Mathura with his brother Balaram on the invitation of Kamsa. He spent 17 years in this city. He attended school at the ashram of Sandapani Muni. But when Mathura became under attack constantly, he called down his weapons, his chariot, and his chariot driver Daruka. Mathura is 180 kilometers south of Delhi and 27 kilometers south of Vrindavan. 3. Dwarka. Due to Mathura being under attack from various evil kings, Krishna left Mathura when he was 28 years old. He arranged for the celestial architect Vishwakarma to build a city surrounded by ocean, and this was the city of Dwarka. Here Krishna ruled as a king for the next 97 years with his 16,108 queens. Dwarka is approximately 1,300 kilometers southwest from Delhi and is offshore of the Arabian Sea. 4. Kurukshetra. On the plains of Kurukshetra is where the battle of Kurukshetra took place, and Krishna spoke the Bhagavad Gita to his dear friend and disciple Arjuna. Kurukshetra is 160 kilometers north of Delhi. 5. Shukrital. Shukrital is where Sukadev Goswami spoke the Srimad Bhagavatam to Maharaj Pariksit on the banks of the Ganges. 6. Naimisharan. At that great event of Sukadev Goswami speaking the Srimad Bhagavatam, one of the sages present there, Suta Goswami, returned afterwards to the forest of Naimisharan and repeated all that he had heard from Sukadev Goswami, plus he answered any questions from the sages at Naimisharan. These questions and answers are also included in the Srimad Bhagavatam. Naimisharan is approximately 550 kilometers southeast of Delhi. Lord Chaitanya's pastimes. Number 7, Mayapur. Lord Chaitanya appeared in Mayapur and in his youth was known as Nimai. Mayapur is approximately 1,400 kilometers from Delhi. To quickly explain the differences between Nadia, Navadvip, and Mayapur. Nadia is the sprawling administrative district in the state of West Bengal. Navadvip is the city located on the western bank of the Ganges. It is the greater region of that holy region. Mayapur is the exact appearance site of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. 8. Jagannath Puri. Lord Chaitanya resided in Puri for the last 24 years of his pastimes. 9. Adi Keshava Temple. This temple is approximately 1,960 kilometers from Puri. Lord Chaitanya left Puri and went on a great walking tour of many places in southern India, and during that time he visited the Adi Keshava temple. The temple Brahmins welcomed him wholeheartedly, and after some time they presented him with a writing by Lord Brahma. It was the 5th chapter of the 100 chapters that Lord Brahma composed, glorifying Lord Krishna. Lord Chaitanya went into great ecstasy hearing the verses and asked a copy to be made. Lord Chaitanya took this copy back to Jagannath Puri and asked the devotees there to make more copies, and thus the 5th chapter of the Brahma Samhita was spread amongst the devotees. Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Sarasvati published an English translation in 1932, and we glorify and read this book today. The book, titled Sri Brahma Samhita, has 62 verses. Here is an example of verse 30. I worship Govinda, the primeval Lord, who is adept in playing on his flute, with blooming eyes like lotus petals, with head bedecked with peacock's feather, with the figure of beauty tinged with the hue of blue clouds, and his unique loveliness charming millions of cupids. Namaste.